Although, do you want to look at the camera and say, my name is, say your full name?
We can do that after. Just get the conversation first,
Okay.
and we can maybe get some more sound bites of.
Right. Hi, Ken.
Yes, how are you, guest?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Ken, I want to know a bit more about your story. Tell me where you're from, and how you got to South Africa.
First, nice to meet you, guest, as well. Uh, since we know one another, you and me, yeah, you make something big in my side. I'm Ken, uh, Ken Mangozo, that's my father's name. Original home is Malawi. I'm from Malawi, based here in South Africa.
Okay.
I've been here almost 10 years now.
Sure.
Yeah. My personal biological, we born in a family of 7 kids.
So you have 6 siblings.
Yeah. I'm the second born.
Second oldest.
Yeah, I born 12 May 1982, which is close to 41 years. I will turn 41 years on 12 May.
2nd of May.
12.
12 May.
On the 12th May, yeah. So I'm proud myself that I'm growing spiritually and physically. I came from the family that we were in low standard in terms of financial status, not good enough. My parents tried their level best to send us to school.
Is that in Malawi?
Yeah, in Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah. But I tried my level best to do just O level, but I didn't manage to do any course in terms of financial problem. Then, when I grew up, I decided to come here in South Africa to make my life better.
So you went to school in Malawi when you were younger?
Yeah.
Did all of your siblings also go to school?
Yeah, all my siblings, they did schools in Malawi as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And up to what grade did you do school?
In Malawi, we call it Form 4, which is grade 12 here in South Africa. So, luckily, I pass all level exams from Standard 8, Form 2, and Form 4. I have all the certificates, but I didn't do any course in my life. I was thinking to do, what do you call, shipping. We call shipping.
Okay.
That is dispatching and receiving goods. It's like here in South Africa, what can I call it? But it's called shipping costs, just to handle the goods from in and out, imports and exports. Yeah, we can call that in short trade. Yeah, so that was my goal. But unlucky, my parents was not having enough cash to make my goal.
Was that your goal as a little boy growing up, or why was that your goal to start with?
That goal just come sitting over sudden when I grew up, when I started working in one of my father's company that was working. So I was working just a temporary worker there for just a year. So I was working under dispatching and receiving goods as a tire clerk. So
Why did you want to do that?
so from there, I saw that it was a good job for me because I had some knowledge on that. So I was thinking when I have money, I can go ahead on that course.
But when you were still in Malawi and still in school, didn't you have other dreams? What else did you want to do?
Yeah, personally, as a young man, I was believing to play soccer. That was my main goal.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my dream. Even people in Malawi, they know me much better in terms of football. So.
And you went on to coach football for a bit.
Yeah, that is my second part. I wish to do one day, to have a small team as well, because I had a young team that that side in Malawi. I was dealing with the young boys in terms of their career in soccer. But luckily, I switched on to another country, which is South Africa. But that is my aim when I have something to do or something much better in my life in terms of financial. I can go ahead to boost some young ones to make their life better if they got a good career in terms of football as well. Because that is the main thing that they make me to be a better person, stay away from smoking, drinking, womanizing. As of now, I never tasted any beer in my life, even smoking, because football is keeping me safe and busy.
Football and God.
Yeah, football and God, yeah. That is the key.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ken, when exactly did you move to South Africa?
Pardon?
When did you move to South Africa?
Which is the year that I came here, was 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
So 10 years this year.
10 years, yeah.
And did you come by yourself? Did you come alone, or did you come with anyone?
Yeah, I've got my friend. I take him like he's my brother. He's a very good friend. We went to school together in Malawi in primary at that time. So it's my long-term friend, but I regard him as my brother. Yeah, he's the one who.
And he's also Malawian.
Yeah, he's a Malawian.
And so did you guys both decide to come to South Africa together? Did he come and he bring you, or you wanted to come and you brought him?
Yeah, him is the one who started to come here in South Africa. That was 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, then he decided to call me to come here in South Africa because we got the same similarities in terms of humanity, humbleness. So he feels when he look around to other friends that he met him here, he found out that they are not worthy on his side according to the life that he's living. He's a believer, he's a Christian, he's a sober man. So he believed once he called me, we'll be united. So we've been here.
So he called you and he said, come to South Africa?
Yeah, it's the one who process transport from Joburg to Cape Town. My brother is a truck driver, the one who take me from Malawi to this side.
Okay.
Yeah, I refuse him to provide even a passport money for me. I say I'll do myself. But he's my mentor. He's a good guy.
Yes.
His name is Lloyd as well.
Is?
Lloyd Maonga. Yeah, that is a good guy for me.
Okay. And when he first asked you to come to South Africa, what is your thoughts?
When you come here in this country, you got a different mindset. You think like life is easy. You can be easy to get a job. You can be easy to boost yourself in terms of the good living or financial status. But I found it tough as 2013. It was hard life for me. Luckily, I have that good person, the one that I mentioned already. Yeah. He was the one who provided me everything in terms of food.
When you came here, what was your first experience?
My first experience...
You left your family in Malawi?
Yes.
And that was your parents, your mom, your dad at the time, your siblings?
Yes.
So they all stayed in Malawi?
Yeah, it's that time I was alone. I take my friend like he's one of my blood brother. But the rest of my siblings, they are back home.
Okay. And then from the time you left Malawi to coming to South Africa, when was the next time you saw your family?
I remember that was 2014. My brother came down here in Cape Town. So luckily he had a trip to pick up some goods here in Cape Town, in Bevel side, South Bevel. So I met him and I was very grateful to see him. Yeah. Then 2017, my young brother Dave came to visit me as well. Yeah, then he decided to come another time. That was 2019 to stay. So I'm staying with my brother, my wife. Yeah.
Right. When did your wife come?
My wife, she came, that was 2014. I came 2013, she came 2014. She stayed over 5 years with God bless us with a young girl, Mercy. Now she's 7 years. Yeah, she spent us a good year with us, over 6 years with her. Then we decided to take her home. She's in Malawi now.
So Macy's still in Malawi.
Yeah, Mercy is still in Malawi. Yeah, she's still studying there. Yeah,
Right.
she's
When
in
was the last
she's
time you
in
saw
standard 2. Yeah, we call standard 2.
Standard 2.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw her?
So she left here. That was a 2020. That was 2021. Sorry, it's 2021. Yeah.
Right. And Ken, your mom is still in Malawi. When was the last time you saw her?
Since I left Malawi 2013, and yeah, we just communicate one another on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen her since you left?
Yeah. No. Sometimes I see the pictures. Sometimes if we got a chance, a video call. Yeah. It's how we communicate one another.
And tell me about your dad.
My dad was a strong tool to me or to us as a family, because he was the only person who was working that time. He provides the food on the table for us. So I believe he was my strong tool to me and to the rest of my sisters and brothers. So his departure, it was a big blow to us, but I believe in God because he created us life and death. So I don't blame God. I believe in God as a born-again Christian.
When was the last time you saw your dad?
Since I left Malawi.
And when did your dad pass away?
My dad passed away 2019. Yeah. 2019 in June. Yeah. Yeah.
Ken, when you moved to South Africa, what did you have lined up? Did you have work lined up? What jobs did you start doing? How did you start supporting yourself?
Yeah, firstly, in the beginning, back to 2013, life was tough for me. And I thank God that I remained strong as a man. That time I was a tender age. I was just still young. Yeah, you can see 10 years down to my Lord. So it wasn't easy. It's a small mind, not well mentally. So I was feeling tough in life. That's why I came here in South Africa, because to get a job was not easy. I started standing on the side of the robots with some of the friends looking for a job. So sometimes you can spend 4 months without a job there on the robots. Sometimes maybe 2 months, a month. You just keep going and have faith that maybe today they'll take me, maybe today they'll take me. But it wasn't an easy life. I remember they picked me almost 2 times. I work another side 2 weeks, another side 2 weeks, like that, to keep my life living for those construction company. But it wasn't easy. It's not a good job. But I keep going. I keep having faith that one day I'll get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like standing by the robots and asking for a job? Because people are not very nice.
When you are new here in South Africa, to get a job, it's not an easy thing, unless if there's already communication that the job is already available. Once you get in, you already started. But my friend was having a faith that how long it would take, I'll get a job. Even I myself, I had a belief that how long it would take, I'll get a job. So to go to the robots, I wasn't just need to be idling or just sleeping in the house. I was just searching myself a job before my friends find me something to do. Yeah.
And I'm just going blank. You started in construction. You told me a bit about that, but tell me again what your experience was with with your first year of work?
Yeah, you see, it was hard, and it made me strong because since I was working in construction, things were tough. Even the money was small, so it makes me to have a better mind. If I get a better job, I'll try to make myself be somewhere, or maybe to try to control myself in terms of how fast life is. So it was a hard job. I can't even believe it. Sometimes I feel bad when I see people standing on the robots, waiting for those jobs. It's a long hours job, and you suffer. Yeah, even if it is mostly in summertime, you can even faint. It's not an easy job, but it makes me to be strong and matured enough to reach where I am. Yeah.
So when you were working in construction, that was your first job here. And you knew you didn't want to be doing that for a long time because you could tell how damaging it was to your soul. Did you have any idea as to what would be a better job? What did you want to do?
Yeah, you see, here in South Africa, even if you can come like with a diploma or degree, here in South Africa, it's a different life when you compare to your countries. When you come with a good academic or your good education, you can get a job that you have or what you went to school. You search for any job that can make you living. So I found a pressure for me, and I thank God that I found a job that I didn't expect in hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was your first time in hospitality when you started?
Yeah, it was my first time. I get that experience to one of the Malawian guy was having a juice bar in Lutford 4 in Stellenbosch.
44.
Yeah. So I went there for 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, all times. Sometimes he's phoned me, don't come, it's raining, so I can't afford to pay you. So I was getting much experience there when I went there because I was not a juicer. I was just a cleaner, a scholar to clean their machines, whatever, once they mess up, yeah. So I was getting experience on that. So
and the whole time you were just around the juice bar cleaning, but at the same time you were learning and watching him.
Yeah. I was learning and watching them what they were doing, because I remember another guy was a tough guy. He didn't need me to juice her. There's another guy who was very friendly to me. He was trying to train me when the guy is not there. So I was learning a bit by bits. Yeah. Then I get a job, a full-time job somewhere in hospitality as well.
Okay, so when you left there, what was the changeover? Tell me about the job that was offered to you, what you told the old juice people. How did you move from Route 44?
From Route 44, since I left there, my friend who called me here, the one that regards as my brother, yeah, somebody promised him that I need you to start working with me in our shop. We need to open the juice bar. He was working waterfront. Yeah. So he said, no, I've got a job already, but I've got my brother. He is much better. He knows how to juice. So I can bring him here. You can interview him. Is reliable. He can work for you. So it's whereby I started working there. But it was a grace of God because I just go for interview. I just read my notes overnight, prepare for the interview. Once I went there, yeah, the door was open for me. Say, wow, we get the right person. You can start next week. Yeah.
How long were you working at the juice bar at Route 44 before you went for your interview?
Route 44, it was a short term. It was just 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't take longer
That's
than.
when you started to learn about all of the juicing, and then you went to another place that was also juicing.
Yeah. It's whereby I start my journey in hospitality now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then tell me about the job that you took up after Route 44. How long did you stay there? You got the job.
Okay. Since I started there, I spent for 4 years in that shop, what they call Desti Design. It was in Old Mutual, but they closed because of the lockdown. Yeah. So
Because of COVID.
yeah. So I started there. I worked with them 2013 at the end. I think it was November. I remember 2013 November. It's where I started working with them. So I spent 4 years with them, with a Malawian manager. Yeah, it was tough to work with a Malawian manager when you're a new person, but luckily he found a good thing to me. He know that I got a good person. Yeah, so I worked with them for that period, 4 years.
And what did you do there? What did you learn?
I learned a lot because I became a barista as well, because that manager trained me how to make coffee to become a better barista. So I ended up becoming a bar supervisor, to supervising other baristas to become a better person for that bar. Yeah.
So you're juicing and you're doing barista, but you're teaching people and managing the bar while you were doing it.
Yeah, sometimes most of the time we were receiving new people. Kenn train them how to make juices. Kenn, you are good to train them how to make coffee. So I was end up of be a reliable person and a well-known person in terms of personality and customer care.
Okay. And when did you leave there?
I left it there. That was April 2017.
Okay. And that's when you started at Importers.
Yeah, it's whereby I started in Importance Coffee Shop.
And how did you get to working at Importers?
Yeah, that is a good question. When you are working in that industry as a hospitality, you need to humble yourself. You need to be smarter and reliable to the owners, even loyal to the customers as well. So I didn't know that customer, they see my personality each and every time. So there's another guy, he's a white guy, his name is Bruce. He said, Kenn, there's a guy, he want to open a coffee shop. He's a good guy. According to your character, you can stay along with that guy. His name is Oli. Uh, he can make you much better in terms of your life. Can you take this opportunity? Say, yes, I need it. I can't hesitate. So he gave me the number for Olivia Marshall, the owner of the Hans and Lois coffee shop. They call Hans and Lois now, but it's Importance Coffee Shop. It's whereby I started in that shop.
Okay. And what did you start there as?
In my interview, I apply as a barista and a juicer man. So in that interview, there is another good manager now. He's in Canada, Arnold Chinquila. He's one of the church believers. He's a pastor as well. He's one of my mentor in my line as well. So he the one who interviewed me with the boss, the owner, Oli. Then
was Arnold already working with Oli?
Yeah, that time Arnold was the one who employed people. Okay. Yeah. So in that time, I don't know, it was God himself. I told them the truth, the reality. I didn't know that those people are the experience in coffee. They are better in coffees in Cape Town. I didn't know in their history in terms of coffee. I just tell them that I'm not good in coffees. I'm a barista, but I'm not good in coffees. I think if you take me, you teach me some areas, but I'm good in juicing. I'm much better in juicing. Oh, there's a juices as well. Okay. Then they say, okay, we like your personality. Thank you so much. We'll call you. So I was just going home without even knowing that those people, they're interested in me. Then they say, when I left them, they were discussing, let's take this guy. He looks like he's an honest guy. He say he is a good in juicing. Can we try to introduce juices as well in that bar? So it's whereby they're starting introducing the juices because of my ideas. So now they got a juice bar, they got a coffee bar. Yeah, they are doing well in terms of juicing.
And when did they call you to let you know? When did you start working with them?
It didn't take long. It was just a 2 weeks notice that I gave to my old boss. Then the new bosses, they were paying me in 2 months without starting work. Yeah, I think it was 2 to 3 months. We were still waiting the shop to be finished, so they were keeping paying me once I resigned that side.
So they still, who paid you? The Hanson importers? Or
Yeah,
Hanson
Importance. That time they were called Importance Coffee, Oli and Julia.
So they were paying you before the shop was opened?
Yeah. Because I was going under training in their head office to train people how to make the juices, yeah. Because it's like I was a head for the juice bar and the main on the juice bar, yeah.
So when you started as the head juicer?
Yeah, when I started like a head juicer, and I humble myself because we were short staff. We were almost 6 people. So, in life, when you are in group, you need to be humble yourself. So I humble myself. I was dishing like a scholar, cleaning the toilet, juicing, making coffee. I was working like a slave, hardworking, yeah. I work hard in that shop.
And then after you were juicing, when did they move you up, or when did you focus more on coffee?
Yeah, I remember the shop was becoming busy and busy, growing each and every day. So the staff was too short. So in that time, they start to employing people now. So they employ another guy. His name was Lovemo. He became as a scholar for a short period. Then I switched to the bar, but it was like a misunderstanding. He loved to work in the coffee bar. He just leave the juice bar aside. So I was keep humbling myself that I don't need to fight with people. Let's go to my main thing. So I was going back to the juice, not involved matching on coffee. So they were seeing my personality that this guy is willing to do everything. Yeah. This guy is able to work without tired or is working integrity. So let's promote him.
So you're now store manager of the Newlands Hanson Lloyd?
Before that area, they are promoting me as a supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah, when the manager is off, I was doing his duty. Yeah, like that.
You then became supervisor?
Yeah.
And how long were you working as supervisor for?
I worked as a supervisor for almost 8 months, close to a year. Okay. Then Arnold promoted to be one of the cough trainer, which is a big position outside Hanson Lois. He was working under head office now in Importance Coffee. So they decided to make me to be a store manager. In terms, once they see the way I was working, the way I was producing good fruits, so they put me as a store manager.
And how long have you been store manager for now?
It's I can count like it's 4 years now to be as a store manager. Yeah.
So how long have you been working at Hanson Lloyd now in total?
It's 7 years. End of this month, I think. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's 7 years now. We can call it.
Kenn, every time I'm in the coffee shop and I see you interacting with customers, or you've said that Ollie and Julie really noticed there's something different about your character and your personality, the way you work. What would you say makes you different to the other people you're working with?
Yeah, you see, this thing, you know, it's like I'm teaching other people how to interact in terms of uh, environment or how they can live in this world. You know, what I do in that shop, first it's a humbleness. I humble myself. I don't take my position granted as a manager. You know, there's a managers in this world, in the same industry. They feel themselves that I'm a manager. Let me sit down on the laptop, whatever. But I myself personally, you can see me, I work equal with the staff. Even when somebody comes, they can't see who is a manager in this shop. I decided myself that I need to work like a normal person. That's why you can see once you come in that shop, you see there's a big difference. I work hard. I don't relax too much. You can see sometimes when I see something is dirty, I clean myself. It's a school itself to the juniors or to the young ones that are coming through. I need to train people to know how the areas are. You know, the problem is once we become the managers or have a better position, we try to mess up or we try to fuse ourselves high. But I decided to humble myself since they promoted me up to now. Yeah, I work equal with the staff.
And why? Why do you think that's valuable to do? Why do you want to lead in that way?
Yeah,
What makes you want to do that as opposed to being the manager that just sits around or that thinks too highly of themselves? Where did you learn?
You see, my belief is I believe myself that in humbleness, it's a key for me. So that's why I decided not to live the high standard life or the high boasting life that I'm a manager. That's why I see once I clean in that shop or once I wipe the window, they copy what I'm doing. So it's like I'm schooling them, I'm training them how to live, how the better life can be. So people, they think the better life is whereby you have a position. So sometimes I do humble things myself in order to train the rest of the staff. So you can see in that shop, once I say, guys, let's clean, they all clean. They don't hesitate because they know that Kenn is read by example. So I read by example. Yeah, you can see even the customer, they love the personality of the shop, not in terms of honoring me, but the way I train the rest of the staff.
Kenn, you're a believer. How would you say your faith has influenced who you are and how you work?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, in this world that we are living, to believe in God, it's not easy, or to be born again, it's not an easy life. So I found it trustworthy, my life in spirit with my work. Because when we are working as a manager, the eyes is on you, especially your bosses. They want to see their outcome results in terms of their businesses. They are making money or not. So most of the managers, the problem that we have, we faced, we steal. It's a stealing. It's whereby you destroy things. So I myself, in terms of a born-again Christian or a believer, it makes my life different because I work honestly. I believe in God, whatever my life walking slowly, but I don't try to mess up my job. Even my boss, they can fly somewhere far. They find their things already in place. They don't even question me, Kenn, why the money is missing, why this one, why that one. You see, so they always believe that we live a reliable person. So what I believe myself is because of God. because you can go worldwide. People are corruption too much now these days. So I decided to take away that corruption in my heart away from me because I'm a believer. I believe in God. Yeah. So should I work honest?
Kenn, a couple of weeks ago you told me that you have a new dream or desire. You've actually told me a couple of times last year as well.
Yeah.
To open your own coffee shop.
Mm.
When you were little, did you ever think you'd be able to, did you ever dream that that would be one of your desires in life or your aspirations? And did you ever think it would be possible?
It wasn't a dream for me, but the moment I started working here in South Africa, in hospitality for 10 years, it's whereby I get the experience that in the first shop, I introduced myself how to make the juices, and this second shop as a second journey for me, I introduced them how to make juices as well, and I make their business much better. So I feel myself that I'm a growing up person. I'm growing. The time is kicking. The age is counting. How long I can be working for people? How can it be possible to start my own thing? So it's whereby the dream started that maybe one day I need to stand myself because I've got all the capable things that I can do myself. But yeah, it's a journey. It's a long journey to walk. It's whereby life can be.
So tell me more about this new dream of opening up a coffee shop. Why don't you want to work at Hanson Lloyd forever, or what's what kind of a coffee shop do you want to open up?
Yeah, you see, because I'm a low standard person, I don't have a better financial background. It will start with me or maybe the well-wishers who can help me aside. What I believe is just a small-scale business, like a coffee, a tuck shop, like that. It's just a starting thing. Yeah. So in future, with the faith I have and the God I believe, it will grow.
And what do you want that coffee shop to look like?
Yeah, you see,
What kind of environment or atmosphere do you hope to create within this coffee shop? And I assume you want to, like, how do you want to grow and build it? What do you want people to come into your shop
first,
and feel?
first rates, it needs I myself personality, well interpret with the customers, are friendly. Yeah, so even to look a good environment where I can start my business. Is it good for people to drink coffee or not? Sometimes you can just say you need to start a business, but you need to look the area and in terms of the business that you want to do. So my business plan, I need to start with a personality first and to be much friendly with the people, even the one who can help me or the one who can even share the idea to me to grow. Because I've got a lot of goals in my life. Once maybe I can do better. Because the life we are living the life that is tough. There's other people that sometimes I need to reach them in terms of to help them my pockets money, but I can't reach them. There are poor people in this world, the orphanage. So that's my main goal, to start my own business to help the needy as well.
So at the moment, while you're working and while you've been working over the last couple of years, how many people are you financially supporting?
In terms of my own pocket money,
Yes.
yeah, it's a good number of people.
And who are those people?
I help even financially in our church as well.
Yes.
I help to build a small shack uh, in our church, me, my brother, and our pastor, to grow our ministry. So from that, I help even my relatives back home. Yeah,
You send money back to your relatives at home.
yeah. It's because I got two kids that I help them. They are in private schools, and my mom as well. She's not working. She's a pensioner, so she depend on me as well. Mm.
So you want to start a coffee shop of your own based off of what you feel you can bring to people in terms of life and joy and personality. And you want to do that because you have the experience and to better equip yourself to achieving and reaching further goals in life that you see.
Yeah, because it touches me most of the time that uh, I work hard, my life goes slow. I depend on the monthly income. So sometimes I feel myself that what if I start my own thing? And those people that they need help from my own pockets, can I not reach them easily when things are getting much better? Because there are people in this world that got money, but they don't think of helping other people. So what they believe in themselves. So I myself, I believe to help to the needy. Once the business started, once things getting okay, that's the percentage that I have, I can share with the orphanage, or I can reach out the other Malayan people who are poor in this country. Some they are still suffered in this country, some outside this country, even to help the South African as well. Yeah, it's not about only Malawians. Even I can create a job for other South African people. Yeah.
When you arrived in South Africa, did you experience any xenophobia?
Yeah. I experience so that is a big thing for us as the foreigners. Xenophobia, it's an evil thing itself. Sometimes I feel a pain myself when I see people calling us funny names like Amagundwan, lots of names that we've been mentioned from the fellow members. Even sometimes I was racist even in our working place. I remember last time. So yeah, xenophobia, it's not a good thing. It's not a good way maybe to hear, because once we look into, even back home in Malawi, we got Burundians, we got people from Ethiopia, Somalians. Yeah, some they are playing even the big league in Malawi. They are enjoying their life. They open the businesses in Malawi. So I believe we are Africans. We are one. We are equal. We need to love one another. But I feel much better and good for Western Cape people, the way they are living. They don't take it seriously sometimes, so I find it glad on that. That is a good key. I need to thank the Western Cape people. They can continue that life that are treating the foreigners.
So now that you've been here for 10 years, do you feel like this is home and that you are accepted by South Africans and other people you're working with?
Yeah, you see, I make a better friendship with some of the South African people. Yeah, I feel like I'm home. Yeah, so that's why if things are getting better, I start my own thing. The South African people, they can have a benefit as well. It's not about the person that is from Malawi, so you take money home or no. So I'm living in South Africa. I'm based in South Africa. My goal, yeah, can be grow here as well. Mm.
And tell me about the business plan that how do you aim and what do you need to start up your own coffee business? What does it look like?
Yeah, as I said earlier, uh, first location, it's important to look where you can plant your business. You can see the place that I'm working. that boss was well planned. He planned his business in a good place. So that is my plan, to plant my business in a good place, to find the better source. Where can I get the beans to make my coffee better, different to other coffees? Because it's a common business. You know, you need yourself to read on that. So I need to make my coffee shop looks much better, looks much different to other coffee shops.
And how do you plan on making your coffee shop different to other coffee shops?
It's about the good vibe that a person have, even the pricing itself, and the friendship. Yeah.
Okay. So you're basing it more on the relationship with the customer than actually supplying the coffee.
Yeah, that is my key goal. Cause it's whereby I get experience that I've got personality. I can stand my own. I can do better. The place I was working before, Importance Coffee, I was a well-known person. Lots of customers. The same applies to Hans and Lois. I got lots of customers, the good numbers, yeah. So they love me, yeah. So I believe in personality and friendship, yeah.
So when you found a good location and you know what your coffee shop wants to look like, how do you plan on creating and building this business of yours?
Pardon?
How do you plan on building? What's your business plan to make a coffee shop, your coffee shop, come alive?
Okay.
After you found the location and
Yeah, you see, what I believe myself, we are the foreigners, we find a challenge to set up a business. So my own belief is to have a good relationship with some of the South Africans, so they can open their mind where you can plant your business. Because, you know, the foreigners, you're always a foreigner in a foreign land. So you don't know the deep of that particular country. So you need to have a good partnership with the South African people, so that they can help you hand in hand to grow your business.
and what do you need logistically and to make a coffee shop? What are the things that you know you need to?
Mostly financial status is a key. Yeah, so if I can find someone who can help me the small thing I have, and maybe to say I'll help you in this percentage. When the business grow, I'll take my percent. Yeah, it can sound good, because the thing is about the financial. Yeah.
So how are you planning to fund the coffee shop?
Yeah, that's a good question. It starts with a person, the one who want to start with a business. Basically, what I am looking for to find first the supplier, or to find the sponsorship first, who can sponsor me to have
What do you need sponsorship for?
You know, in this life we got a different ideas. Some they got a better idea than maybe I myself. So I don't know where I can get a source of those beans, or how to plant my coffee shop. So I need a certain idea from the well wishers. Yeah.
So you need coffee beans for a coffee shop.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. I need coffee shops. I need, where can I get the coffee beans? Yeah, where can I start getting my materials, like coffee machine? Yeah.
Coffee machine.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. And are you wanting to open the coffee shop after you've got everything, or are you wanting to open it and then try continue it by any income you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. I like it. I need to open when I got equipment. Yeah. Yeah, it's look like it's a long way to go, but I don't need to lose that idea. So I need to start when I have equipment. Yeah.
Ken, this is a big journey for you, and when it all goes smoothly, it'll open a lot of doors, and I'm sure you'll teach a lot of people just as you have been teaching. But if you were to build your team of support for people that are standing by your side, that are helping you with the project, that are helping you financially, that are praying for you, who do you want on your team?
Yeah, on my team or on my side, what I'm looking for people who are reliable or who are trustworthy, because I work honesty for other people's job as well. So, the reason why people are losing their businesses is the people who are joining to the businesses. If you employ people who are not honest, they can destroy you. So I need those people who can make me much better, even me to make them much better as well in their life. Yeah, it's what I'm looking for.
And what do your family think about you opening up a coffee shop?
Yeah, you see, it's they welcome that idea. I never tell them. It's like my secret dream, but what they can listen it, they'll be grateful. Yeah.
So only when you opened will you tell them?
Yeah, it's how it is in life. Sometimes you need to come like it's a surprise. Yeah.
Are you not telling them because you're scared it won't happen, or are you not telling them because you want to surprise them?
No, it's a 50-50 game. Yeah, so I'm not scared. When you want to start things, you take a risk first. Yeah.
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 All right, Ken, is there
So
anything else cameraman, are there any questions you have?
So you have your life now. What's your dream after you have this business? How can you want to keep just doing what you've been doing, helping people just at a higher level?
like
Higher level.
So what is your, let's say you open the coffee shop, what's your plan or goal after that? Do you want to just stay in hospitality helping people but just at a higher level, or do you want to do something else? What are your other goals?
Yeah, you see, I love to grow. Yeah, I love to grow because when the age accounting, your energy is getting down as well. So when I start this a small thing, I need it to grow, to become like CO one day. Yeah. This guy has got a mad business, whatever. Yeah, it will come itself because you grow by applying knowledge when you are doing one thing at a time. So my goal is to grow for good as God is still giving us life. Yeah, so I can reach maybe the whole uh, African continent. Yeah.
And how do you want to share or help other people later on?
Yeah.
Is it just through meeting them and sharing your personality, or are there other things you want to, other ways besides financially? How else do you want to share knowledge or share passion or encourage or grow, teach?
Yeah, my main thing is just to teach the young ones how they can live in this life to achieve their goals as well. Yes, in terms of physical life or spiritual life, because I'm a believer. So my goal is it's both sides. It's balancing spiritual and physical. Yeah, because we are living in the careless life that's the young one. They are good brain, good ideas. They got good money, but in order to sustain it, they destroy it the way they are living. Yeah, so I need to share them my ideas as well, so that they can have a good standard of living. Because people, they believe in this life that to live a better life is to go outside enjoying drinking, smoking. We mess up. Now these days, depending on working, it's not worth it. So my goal is to teach them how they can stand themselves, like in entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Ken, do you save money? Can you at all financially aid this business yourself? Do you
Yeah.
save?
Yeah. Currently, I'm saving. Yeah.
Yeah. And we hope to open it up sooner, but your wife is pregnant now, and there's been some costs that have gone to the hospitals and to you trying to get back home for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. You see, yeah, it's a long journey because things become like it came at once. Yeah.
So is that why you can't fully fund it yourself?
Yeah, yeah. Because I need to go home, as you say. My wife is expecting another second baby, so yeah, it's all need money. So it looks like I have another year to plan well. Yeah.
Do you know that starting a business is really hard?
Yeah, it's not easy thing. That's why I need to try my best. I need to take a risk on that. Yeah.
And you saw when working at Hanson Lloyd, which was importers, the first 2 years, it really struggled to open, and Julie and Ollie had to fund it themselves. What are your thoughts? What is your plan if you try open up the coffee shop and it doesn't go super well?
Yeah, you see, that is a good idea. To start a business, as you say, it's not an easy thing. I remember my bosses, as you said, they suffered a lot for over 2 years. They are paying us their own pocket money. So in that time, but they had a belief and faith that one day things will be okay. So even from the encouragement where Arnold was giving them, that I saw a dream, the shop was fully packed. Things were getting okay. So it was making them have confidence that this shop can do better. Now we can say the shop is doing better. Even I myself, if I start slow, I can't just quit the job now, but I can start aside those things as I'm still going to work to see.
So
Because
starting a business while you're still working.
yeah, because the man that I can get from the work, it can still pumping into the business. Yeah. That's my main thing. Yeah.
You should chat to Arnold and ask him if he has any advice for you, tips.
Yeah, I normally chat with Arnold most of the time. He's got a good goal as well. He say he want to open his business as well back there in Canada. So, yeah, I believe
Be good for you to chat.
him is my mentor as well. Yeah. He can share me some ideas as well.
And for anybody that's thinking about supporting you in this venture, what are the top 3 things you would tell somebody of why this business should exist, what it would do, what change it would bring about, and what would be the benefit if you have another top 3?
In terms of
So let's say somebody wants to support you, or let's say you tell people and someone wants to help you. What are the top 3 things as to why it's worth it for someone to support you? If someone's going to give you money or help you support you in this business, it's not a small thing. So why is it beneficial for the person helping you? Like, what is the cause? How do they know that their money is going to be well spent?
okay.
In terms of?
And not just beneficial for themselves,
But like for people. Like it's in a good.
Okay.
And what were the factors you?
Yeah, as I said, my aim is not to make my life better only, but for a better living standard for other people. Because when the business grow, I can employ other people as well to change their living. Some they can get idea from me as well that this guy was starting like this, now he's somewhere. Because we learned through others. Even I myself, I learned a lot from my bosses. Now they are big people now in their businesses. Yeah.
Kenn, is there anything else you want to share or say?
What I can advise the young ones in this generation is to look focus in their life. If they are studying, they need to believe themselves that one day they'll walk in a tough way. It's not easy life. The way I walk here in South Africa, my journey has been tough, yeah. So, but I see the door will be open soon. So I encourage the young ones as well to believe in God. That is the main key. Because the life that we are living in this generation, people they believe in money as well. So it's better to believe in God. It's the only way to live in this life. And another thing is self-control is good as well. I control myself. I spent here 10 years in South Africa. My wife been going home, spent 2 years home, coming back. Yeah, I never even having a funny thing in my life. So self-control is a key as well. Yeah, that's why I'm still living fresh here.
Sure.
One last question. What does the word hope mean to you? The
Uh,
word hope?
Help,
Hope, what does it mean to you, that word?
like
The definition of it, what does it mean to you?
I don't get him. It's a deep
accent.
English. Yeah, you know.
He asked, what does the word hope mean to you?
Hope. Okay, yeah. Oh, the word hope mean to me. Yeah, you know
You
it's
can look at the camera for this one.
okay. Okay, it's a self belief. You know, when you got a hope, it's a self belief to yourself that one day you achieve what you are looking for. Yeah. So when I reach my goal or what I need in my life, I'll be happy on that. As I said earlier with Kirsty, that my aim is not to make my life better but to reach out other people as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, Kenn.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very happy. I believe in my cameraman will polish up other areas. I'll catch your English soon, yeah.
I'm still trying.
Even you as well.
I've known him for a
You
longer time than
you miss him some words as well.
Yeah, I still don't understand him
Is it
sometimes.
sometimes? Oh, you are lying.
Most of the time.
Eh? But it's good, yeah. She got little faith, yeah. She thought when she see the way we are living, maybe she got doubting that, how come? You see, yeah, in life, you know, sometimes I spend time listening to the TV, what people are living, how they reach the way they are living now. Sometimes it makes me sense to have idea that one day I can make something better of myself. Yeah.
It's motivation.
Yeah. So yeah, it's in this life. It's about yourself. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to on camera, but maybe in case, please can you just Kenn, one last question. Let's say you get everything together. You get people in your side, in your corner that are helping you. You get your coffee beans, you get your machine, you get a coffee truck, and you get the business plan done. You start this business, and you bring joy to people, and it expands to make a juice bar. Let's say after 2 years or 5 years it doesn't work out, will you still view having got as far as you've gotten as a success, or will you see it as a failure? What would success look for you like? What would success look like for you in starting this?
You know, when you start a business, you're expecting two things, either to grow, either to fall. So I myself, I don't see, if I fail here in South Africa to achieve my goal, I believe in Malawi I can make it as well, with maybe a different idea.
So it won't be a fail, you'll just make it happen somewhere else.
Yeah, it's what I believe. Yeah.
Alrighty, anything else? Good, sir. Thank you, Kenn.
Thank you so much.
Just to manage expectations, we are just filming this so that I have the content. You and I need to have a lot more meetings. We need to go through the next steps. We need to then look at putting aside saving money and business plans, what else we need. But at least if I don't make it back to Cape Town for the next couple months or the rest of this year, and I want to make a video when it's ready to put out, then I can put it out. At least I have it. So I'm not gonna make anything final with this yet. But we must still have a meeting once a week and plan the business still. And then I can see if there's anything else I need to add or what else we need to look at. And take it from there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so yeah, I'm very happy to see your humbleness, guys. You left your things and come chat with me. So God might continue to make you success, guys, in life. Yeah, if you come. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, but I believe we'll meet one another in time. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, one day we can go together in America for a visit.
Let's go to Malawi first.
Oh yeah, you say so. Yeah, you say so. You wish to go to Malawi, you say?
I want to go everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. So
No, but you're on leave, so you must be enjoying leave. What are you doing?
he's got a car. So
How was the funeral, the memorial?
yeah, it went well. Yeah.
To make to show to people like he's messing up his life, but he knows what he is
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that one is
That one
great.
is funny.
That one is great, but he knows what he is doing. You see these people.